Being skilled in the word of righteousness. Hebrews 5:13 talks about that. Talks about babes in Christ versus the mature. And it says that they're unskilled in the word of righteousness. The writer of Hebrews in chapter 5 is going into deep waters about Melchizedek and other things. And in verse 11, he says, I can't go on because you become dull of hearing. You can only handle milk instead of meat. And then he says these words, you're unskilled in the word of righteousness. He doesn't just say you're unskilled in the word. It's the word of righteousness. Now, if we're unskilled in the word of righteousness, then we're dull of hearing. Here's the key. Here's how we know we're unskilled in that. If we believe that God is more concerned about convincing us to do the right thing and to do a righteous act than to believe we're righteous, then we're unskilled. You might need to listen to that one again. Because if we think he's more concerned about our behavior and he's always concerned, if we really listen to him, he's always going to tell us to straighten up. Now, certainly behavior is important, but it's not as important as what we believe. He's trying to convince us that we're righteous. That's how we know we're skilled in the word of righteousness. If we do an unrighteous act, we still believe we're righteous. And yes, we get help, we get accountability, we take responsibility, but the most important thing is to believe we're righteous, because we can't consistently do what we don't believe we are. You're on a journey to be skilled in the word of righteousness, and that's going to make you an incredible hearer. You're not going to be dull of hearing, because you're going to be so excited to hear what the Lord is going to say to you, because you know he's going to say things. He's first going to say he loves you, and he's going to tell you who you are, which is going to make the biggest difference in the world.